Let's set it up to JB.
The following contest is for the NWA X Division Championship of the World. First of all, the challenger from Brooklyn, New York. This is the Amazing Red.
It was 3 weeks ago that Amazing Red, in my mind, proved that he belonged among the elite. He took the then X Division champ AJ Styles to the limit.
And his opponent, he is the current reigning and defending X Division champion of the world from Minneapolis, Minnesota, Jerry Lynn.
He did it again 2 weeks ago. He regained that X Division championship belt, won it for a second time when he beat his fierce rival AJ Styles. Then last week he retained the title. He overcame the odds really last week in that three-way dance over AJ Styles and Kid Cash. And that sets it up for this one. The second of our 3 championship matchups tonight. X Division title on the line. And yet to come, Jeff Jarrett and the Truth for the NWA World's Heavyweight title belt.
Mike, who do you root for in this match? 2 of the genuine good guys in wrestling, 2 of the most exciting, the most crowd-pleasing, crowd favorites. It's just going to be exciting, that's all I know.
I think it's one of those matches where you sit back and you appreciate the efforts of both of these individuals. Beautiful block of a Mahistral cradle attempt by Lynn. Standing shooting star. And he just lands on his feet. Incredible agility by Amazing Red.
You know, I'll tell you something. You try to picture what a match like this is going to be like in your head, knowing that it's coming up, and you can't. All you got to do is sit back, fasten the seatbelt, and watch, because you're in for a ride.
Think of the experience edge that Jerry Lynn has. 14 years as a pro against a 3-year pro Amazing Red. That has to play into this matchup at some point.
Last week, I incorrectly stated that if somebody won, other than Lynn or AJ, it would have been the 4th X Division champion. But I was wrong. It would be the 5th different. If Red wins, he'd be the 5th different X Division champion. 6-Pac, Low Key, AJ, and Jerry.
And Amazing Red looking to be the X Division champion for the first time. Imagine what that would do to his resume. Able to duck the clothesline. Suplex takeover. Young man lands on his feet. Snaps off the Hurricane Rana.
We're looking at 14 years of experience trying to combat the high-flying, death-defying Amazing Red. Here we go.
Tilt-a-whirl backbreaker. 2 count for Jerry Lynn on Red.
How does he prepare for a match like this?
You know, the question that I have in terms of preparation, it's all about Amazing Red's size. Does it play into his opponent maybe changing his style? Because rarely does Jerry Lynn have a weight advantage over his opponent. Does Jerry Lynn now switch to a power game in this type of a matchup? Surfboard submission hold applied. Does he stick with that strategy, that high-risk strategy that won him the X Division title? That's a question that Jerry Lynn, I'm sure, had in his mind prior to this matchup.
I think if Jerry Lynn watched, and I'm sure he has, seen the tapes of last week's match between Jimmy Yang and Amazing Red, Jimmy Yang tried to ground Red, and it almost worked. Trying to keep him from doing something totally amazing.
So does Jerry Lynn do that tonight against Amazing Red? Does he try and ground him, or does he try and fly with him?
Oh, I think he's going to have to do a little of both, but definitely you want to keep Amazing Red on the ground as much as you can. Oh, fantastic!
Snaps off the head scissors takeover. Enziguri style kick to the back of the head en route as Jerry Lynn goes out to the floor, and I think Red's going to fly.
You know it. Oh! Waited just a little too long.
Oh! Faked out Lynn, only momentarily. Lynn catches Red and just folded him up like an accordion.
I don't know if Red realizes the experience he's dealing with out here.
Yeah, that may be one of the first points in this matchup where the experience edge, the 11 years that Jerry Lynn has on Amazing Red, really came into play. Chest first, right into the ring, right at the side of the ring.
Whoever leaves with this belt is a deserving champion. I'm telling you, 2 of the greatest we've ever seen. And Jerry Lynn is taking control right now.
Drives him across the knee. Stomach first. Goes for the cover. Gets another 2 count.
Amazing Red not being able to get the momentum at this point. Do some things that keeps the opponent off balance.
Bow and arrow submission hold now applied by Lynn. As I think he's answering our question.
He's
definitely trying to ground him.
And it seemed like a good strategy last week. You know, it seemed like a good strategy from Jimmy Yang.
Yeah, until Amazing Red pulled out the victory.
Well, what had happened was, as we almost had the cover there, if Yang would have kept with the game plan, but if you remember, he went up on the ropes, gave Red some time, and when he came down, Red went up with a kick, and then took it right back over.
Yeah, you're saying that he really didn't stick with that strategy long enough.
That's right.
Might have proved the difference.
Well, a lot of times you think about what the crowd wants to see, too, when you're out there. And when it's a championship match like this, you can't worry about it. You got to bring home the belt. Oh!
Amazing Red right up the back of Jerry Lynn. Pushes him face first into the turnbuckle. Red in the ring, measuring Lynn, waiting for him to get to his feet. Is he going to try and fly again? It didn't work last time.
Whoa!
Sensational flip dive over the top by Red.
Did you see how close his head was to the rail?
Oh, we got to see this again,
Look
please.
at this. Watch how close his head is to the rail right there. Wow.
Back into the ring goes Jerry Lynn. Red rolls in. Gonna go for the cover. Look at the leg. 2. No.
The crowd is so mixed. I'm hearing, let's go Jerry chants, go Red chants. I mean, it's evenly divided, and you can see why.
Yeah, you're right. They're having a hard time trying to pick out one of these incredible competitors to root for. But they're appreciating what they're seeing from both of them. Look at this.
Oh! Did you see that?
Well, he talked about how much he was influenced by Rey Mysterio. He calls that move the 718, which happens to be the area code for Brooklyn, New York. Springboard!
Imitation's the greatest form of flattery. Here we go.
Caught by Lynn, went for a power bomb, reverse, attempted a roll up here.
Here it is.
1, 2.
Oh! It's obvious right now. Jerry Lynn is confused. Everything that he thought he was supposed to do is not working at this moment. He's going to have to do something to get his momentum back. Because once Red takes over, you don't know which direction is coming from, Mike.
Amazing Red back to the offensive. Fires Lynn off into the corner.
Oh.
Follows up. Lynn ready. Experience shows there. Caught him with an elbow, and look at Red come back with a spinning kick to the head.
He can do so much. Oh, here he is.
Red to the top.
What a move.
Reversed by Lynn.
Almost the same.
No. Again, only 2.
Jerry Lynn did the same thing that AJ Styles did a few weeks ago to beat Amazing Red and almost pulled it off.
As we take another look.
Look at this.
Hurricane Rana from Red. Roll up by Lynn. Comes up just short. Back live.
Wow. There he goes.
Motions for the cradle pile driver. Can he put Red away? Blocked by Red. Notice how Red hooks the legs of Lynn to stop and block the move. Kicking and fighting as well. Powered up now by Lynn. Roll through by Red. Too much weight for Lynn here. Oh, God, he dropped him on his head. 2.
Oh, he kicked out.
The kid kicked out.
Will we see the 5th different X Division champion tonight? Look at this, Mike.
The power of Lynn dropping Red down. He still has something left in the tank.
You knew this was going to be awesome.
Jerry Lynn sets Amazing Red up on the top turnbuckle. Gonna go up as well.
You know, the expectations become so high for these X Division athletes and these X Division title matches that you almost feel sorry for the guys, because how can they top it?
Well, they play that game. Can you top this every week? And you know what they do it? Got the DDT. No!
Jerry Lynn fought it off.
Almost a sense of frustration I see from Amazing Red here. I think he believed that if he connected with that DDT, he'd have him.
Wait a minute.
He only got 2. Going up top. Oh, Lynn able to stop him as he went to the top, then springs off the middle rope. Going to try and bring him back. Look at Red fighting off.
He just held on for dear life, and there it is. Oh, he got him.
1, 2. No, Lynn powers out.
I thought that Red was going for the infrared there for a minute, but Lynn wasn't going to have it. Look at this.
So close that time. The hook of the leg, but Lynn able to use the leg strength that he still has remaining. Almost now a battle of wills between these two individuals. Amazing Red, slow to get to the top. Jerry Lynn slow to get to his feet, but he stopped him, cut him off at the pass.
It's obvious Jerry Lynn is using his vast experience here not to let Red use that infrared on him at this point. And wait a minute, look at this!
Got him with the pile driver.
1, 2, no!
The cradle pile driver off the second rope proves the difference.
Ladies and gentlemen, the winner and still X Division champion of the world, Jerry Lynn.
You asked if they could top it? Check it out. Here's the replay. The cradle pile driver spiking Amazing Red. And there it is, the hook of the leg, the ensuing 3 count, and the victory. Jerry Lynn retains the X Division title. Jerry Lynn does it again. He remains X Division champion. Great sportsmanship among these competitors as well, as Jerry Lynn checks with Amazing Red. What a great battle it was, Don.
Oh, look at the respect. 2 warriors. I mean, you have to. Absolutely class all the way. Red holding his head.